Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rika and this is Rika Life. Thank you so much for joining me on my adventures in yarn and crochet. If you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Alright, so today we have another WIP and yarn chat session. I was able to finish off the shawl I showed you in my previous video, and now I'm working on my last shawl. Can you believe it? So this is the colorway I'm working with. This is Phoenix. This is Mandala Yarn Phoenix. This is their old label. And Phoenix started off with like a, what do you call this? I don't know, like a purplish color. And then there's royal blue, mint blue, there's a little bit of pink, and then red. So I do think this colorway has been discontinued. That's just what it looks like on the ball band. But I have one cake of it left, so I'm going to be using it. And I have just honestly made a start on this shawl. I haven't gotten very far. I'm just working on it. So I'm going to work on that for a few minutes, and we will have a little chat. So yes, by the time you see this video, it will be either Thursday or Friday of this week, and I will now be on my trip. So hopefully I'm able to post a few kind of work in progress photos or just photos of the yarn that I've chosen to take with me. Since our last video, I did not have a chance yet to shop my stash and to see, let me just put this lower, and to see what I might be taking with me on my trip. But I am still very excited to do that. I don't know yet what I'll be making, but I definitely want to take like a whole tote full of yarn. So I'm going to take at least, I want to say at least 6 balls of yarn. Of course, depending on the weight of the yarn and how many yards there are in the ball. But I want to take, 4 to 6 balls of yarn and be able to really make something. So yeah. I hope you can grab a WIP, grab a drink of your choice, and we'll just settle in and we'll have a little, chat and spend some time together. And yeah, so what is happening in my world? So in my world right now, I am actually just going over some markets and trying to decide if I would like to join them. Ideally, in an ideal world, I'm joining a market where there's no crochet competition. But we all know that that ideal world doesn't exist. So even my daughter has like an event happening at her school in April, like a carnival type event. And I was just thinking this morning that I should reach out to them and get a table, get a booth. But then I know that there is one other crochet vendor, and then I know that there are other vendors who kind of sell toys and, people who would be kind of direct competition to me if I'm making toys. And I mean, at an elementary school, if there's going to be a fair and there's going to be, impulse buying, then yeah, it should probably be toys. I'm not sure how many toys I want to make. I don't really know. I mean, I did play around with this back in October, November of 2024, where I made octos and I made snakes and I made a bunch of keychains. I had football keychains and smiley face keychains. And I was able to sell a lot of that inventory. It's just that I don't know now, what do I want to make? What excites me? I still have the fidget hedgehogs, which is such a wonderful pattern that I bought, and I love making those. So I know that is something different. One of the ladies at this carnival, she always makes toys. That's what she makes. But the last few years that I've seen her, she actually uses worsted weight yarn. So she doesn't use the chenille yarn, which for my octos, I did use chenille yarn. For my keychains, I did not. So I feel like I don't know if it's a lot of work, you guys, to get ready for one event and then to actually be there on the day of setup, be there for like 4 or 5 hours. And it gets really crowded. Like if they put you inside, you are literally in a hallway and people are just squeezing to get by because there's so much foot traffic. So I almost feel like I'm going to feel claustrophobic standing there. If I'm outside, it's not as bad. But then again, I don't know where they might place me. So I think I'm going to reach out to them and just ask them kind of, how does it work? Do you have multiple vendors selling the same thing or not? And, what's the timeline like? So I'm not sure if there's a booth fee. There might actually be a booth fee. I don't know that part yet. So lots of questions to be answered still. So I think that's a good idea. I'm going to actually probably make a list of questions so that when I do reach out to them, I can have all of that and hopefully get some more information from them, because it's good to go with your eyes wide open and to just know exactly what's happening instead of kind of assuming things. So I know people are already starting to do markets. It's, second week of February. I know Lisa over at Happy to Hook Creations, she shared a video of a market that she just did. I haven't watched her video yet, but I know how much hard work she's been doing ever since the holiday season ended just to get ready for these kind of spring markets. And so there's a lot of work that goes into it, you guys. It's not easy. It's not like you just pick up what you have and go to a market. You have to spend hours and hours making things, looking for patterns, buying patterns, making things, and getting ready. So it is quite a lot of work. And right now I'm just not sure that I want to do that. I mean, crochet's kind of been on the back burner for me right now. I'm just kind of trying to take care of some health things for myself and just, spending a little bit more time on my family things. My kids are really busy with their classes and extracurricular things. So I don't know if I want to commit if I cannot, kind of give the time and attention to it, because the markets that I did in October, November, December, I put in a lot of effort. I was crocheting all the time, and I really want to be present. I don't want to be here but not really here because I'm checked out and I'm just making things. So I feel like I know that I've always continued crafting and doing what I love while my kids have been growing up, but sometimes I feel like there has to be a fine line. You can't give your 100% to everything. So before I go out and just sign up for different markets or, commit to things, I really want to first know that I can give the time and attention and care that's needed for my own family. So I'm, that is my priority right now. And of course, my own health. So yeah, I don't know if any of you are in the same boat, but it is a juggling act. It's a balancing act, and we can't always balance all these things easily. It just becomes a little bit overwhelming at times. So we'll see what happens. There were some events happening in my community, but it seems like the social committee has disbanded. So I don't know if there'll be any events happening here in my community for this year. Hopefully that'll get back on track, but as of right now, there's no events. So that takes away a few of the events that I was planning on participating in this year, but that is okay. The thing is that this is a craft, right? And you have to see what place it has in your life. If this craft is here to give you relaxation, to give you joy, to give you a way to ease your anxiety, then perfect. Do it for that. If your craft is here to help you make some side money and to, or your craft is here to help you donate things like I do. I donate so many items to cancer patients and to the NICU babies. So it really depends what your mission is, what your purpose is, what your intention is beside, with the time that you're allotting to this craft. So honestly, I sold a few things, and then I donated a lot of things. So for me, yes, I would say this is number one, relaxation and stress relief and just the joy of making things and a little bit of creativity with the colors and designs and patterns. And I did actually sit down, I think it's been 2 weeks now. I sat down with some yarn and I was just playing with it, and I made a few things. I made a square, then I made what did I make before that? I made two different pieces. Yeah, I think I was trying out like a scarf pattern, so I just made a really small swatch. And I was just trying out different stitches. Then after that, I made a square. It had some popcorns and things on it. And so I was just playing with yarn, and I haven't let myself do that in so long, and it just felt so good. I did write down the instructions for what I did in case I ever, came back to it and thought, "Oh, let's make something of this." So I do have it all written down, but it was just fun to pull out some yarn and to sit down and to be creative without, any added pressure. So that was really nice. And if you don't know already, I do have my own patterns. I have hat patterns and I have a mandala pattern. They're all on my Ravelry, and they are all also on my channel here on YouTube. So if you go into my tutorials playlist, you will see all my tutorials on there, my video tutorials, and you can always watch those. So yeah, I think I just want to get back into like the fun of crocheting and the creativity and enjoy it, right? Because that's what it is primarily, is this enjoyment of this craft. So I just want to have fun and I just want to enjoy it. And I donated hundreds of things last year, and now I think I can take a break. So I have quite a few baby blankets that are made up, because that's honestly something I just start doing when I have a moment, is I just start making baby blankets. So I do have about 8 or 10 baby blankets right now. And so I do not need to make any more baby blankets, but some of the yarn I have is just perfect for baby blankets. So I am super excited to, I don't know now, it might be, hopefully I can get to this today. I just have a lot to do today, but I really want to shop my stash and pack my crochet stuff for my trip. And yeah, there's going to be hopefully updates coming. So now, in case you didn't know, when you go to my channel, there used to be a tab that said community on it. That doesn't exist anymore. It's now called posts. It's just called posts. So if you go on my channel and you keep going to the right, you'll see something called posts. And that's where you'll see me posting pictures and sharing memes and all that fun stuff that I use to just keep in touch with all of you. And so everything is there. And so hopefully in these next few days, I can keep you updated and share with you some of what I'm making. And hopefully I get time to crochet, because I'm going to be taking quite a lot with me. So even if I don't get time at my destination, I will get some time in the car. And of course, that's if we get good weather. If it's like raining and all that, then it's very hard to crochet in that, because you kind of just feel stressed out about the getting there safely part. But if the weather is, bright and sunny, then you better bet I'm going to be crocheting. So I'm going to be having fun in the car. We'll be listening to music. I'll be crocheting. Everything will be good. Life will be good. So yes, I'm going to end today's video here. I just wanted to pop in and say hi, and that's it. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, I hope you had a wonderful crochetful day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.